because it's being recorded doesn't mean to say that I'm going to share it with the rest of the world. If anybody says anything on here that they don't want to share with the world, please make sure that you let me know, because sometimes I do make these public so anyone can watch my YouTubes. But I'm very aware that sometimes we say stuff that we think is personal, so I will not share. I will make it just private. G'day, Kim, I love your hat. So it's cute. And I'll make stuff that's I'll make it private, and I'll just keep it. And the people in the actual Facebook group do have access to it. But if there's any time that you don't want it shared, make sure you let me know, because I don't care. It doesn't need to be shared, okay? So, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And as we saw last night, Kimmy, we had a very, very beneficial recovery from grief. And one of the things that we just learned about was that when people go into grief is that they really contract themselves. So this is one of the reasons you want to practice this and build this muscle up of expanding yourself. You don't even have to be in grief to contract yourself, because nobody actually teaches this anywhere in the world. Nobody except Access. I've never heard of anyone, and if you do hear of someone, I'm more than happy to acknowledge them. What this expanding your being does is it allows you to receive. It's our receiving that has been stopped. And if you've read the Money Is Not the Problem book, Gary talks in there all about receiving. Money is not the problem, it's our receiving that's a problem. And pushing down your walls and barriers, okay, so push down your walls and barriers. What that does for you is it allows you to have more vulnerability. When you're vulnerable, it's not about being weak and frail, it's really about receiving more. So right now, push down those walls and barriers that you've created around yourself to protect yourself for whatever crazy reason. Push them down, lower them down, push them down, and allow your energy, the energy of who you be, to expand out past the house that you're in, out into the city that you live in, or where you are right now, and fill that whole city with your energy of who you be. And keep on expanding out and fill the whole of New Zealand with your energy. And if you happen to live in another country, fill the whole of your country with your energy. Keep on going. It's in all directions, so it's not just a linear thing, it's an actually acoustical. It's acoustical, which is rounded, right down into the earth, right out into the universe. That's who we are as an infinite being. And keep on going right out 100,000 Ks and 100 million Ks in all directions, and start asking for the energies, connecting to all the molecules in the universe and pulling energy through those molecules and through into your universe, so that you are connecting with all things, all molecules. Oh, I've got the hiccups. And keep pulling energy a million times. And pull and pull. So right now, if you want to, you can join Kim and I, because we're going to start pulling the energies of having a flat stomach, whatever those energies feel like. I'm going to ask.
Sexy sides.
A sexy size. Well, my target is to have a flat stomach, like woohoo, like that.
Yeah, sexy sides, like,
Sexy sides. Oh, right. That's what is that called? Voluptuous. Very voluptuous. So pull the energies in. Let's pull the energies in of wealth. So pull those energies, and you can pull them from, let's pull a lot of those energies from Gary Douglas, because he's got those energies down to a fine art or a mastercraft, a master art, and pull them from him and anybody else who has wealth, who you don't even have to know who they are, and pull them into your universe, into your life, into your being. Pull those energies of wealth, riches, money, currencies, cash, ease. Pull the energies of ease with money. Pull them through your universe and through your being, through your body, and through right out to the other side, and just continually pulling those energies. And it's like an ask, it's a request. Do you remember ask and you shall receive? Ask and you shall receive. That's a truth. It's in the Bible and it is true. All you have to do is ask. So universe, could I have, let's ask for way more than we think is possible. So I'm going to go for 1,000,000 times more than I ever thought was possible with wealth, money, cash, currencies. And let's relax even more by expanding right out. So relax, relax. So what you could start saying to yourself is relax and receive, relax and receive. Because relaxing stops you from pushing energy or forcing anything into existence. It's really about a request and asking for things to find you using energy. Do you remember me talking about that movie, Catch Me If You Can, with Leonardo DiCaprio? That true story. Who's Tiffany? We've got, oh, that
Hello,
must be you.
Chrissy.
Jenny.
Hello, good morning. I'm not sure which page I'm on, but I'm on. I've got my teacher on herbs on the other line, but she doesn't know. She's a bit boring anyway. It's all good.
Awesome. Well, come to the most exciting, adventurous one.
Hello, ladies. And Lily's coming today too, I'm sure.
Awesome. Well,
Okay.
she needs to hurry up because we're working through it. And
Okay, I'll turn off. I'll tell her.
turn her off. Turn her on. No, turn her on or do something, whatever. Anybody got any questions of things that they would like to ask for today in particular? G'day, Paula. Welcome, sweetheart. Right. So I'm going to ask you to really just carry on expanding and just keep on asking for the energy of who you be to go out into the universe 1,000,000 times. And at the same time as you're expanding your energy, you're pulling energies from all over the universe. And right now we're asking to pull the energies of wealth, money, riches, cash, treasures, gold, silver, shares, good shares, shares that are going to create more wealth, and anything else that you can think of. Maybe pull the energies of a successful or lots of successful businesses. And Paula, I was actually thinking of horses when I saw you. What are you not asking for that if you ask for would allow it to show up? Because if you're not asking for it, it cannot come to you. So would you be willing to ask for more than what you think is possible?
Yes.
Yeah, even if you don't know what that is. More communion with the earth, more communion with joy. Now, joy and happiness is something that is a good idea to keep on asking for. Joy and happiness. Happiness is not that manic, crazy happiness. It's a sort of a peaceful joy where you are just really, really happy. Welcome, Robin. Lovely to see you. And welcome, Paula. Keep on expanding your energy of who you be and start pulling the energies of happiness and joy into your universe. Happiness is what will bring you wealth, by the way, and riches. And if you just be happy, if you get sad, you want to pock fuck it and send it on its way. It's an energy, by the way, that you're probably picking up from other people. Sadness is not the truth of who we be. So ask for the energies of happiness and joy. And gentleness and kindness and the nurturing energies of kindness. Thank you, Miss Tiffany, which is actually Jenny. Yes. Nurturing energies. And by the way, there's way more than what we have just defined right now. There's way, way more than what we've defined. And when you ask for more than what you've defined, yes, and Robin's got your hand up. You want to say something, Robin? No, okay. So there's more than what you can actually see with your eye, because what we have done is we have defined everything. And when we define everything, we actually stop ourselves from the more that is there. And I know there's way more that we have not actually really seen. And it is about consciousness. It is about awareness. It's like one of the things that I've started to recognize now is it's taken me a while, but everything has consciousness. Everything, and everything wants to contribute to you and to us. And I've just noticed, like I was having a beauty treatment with my sister yesterday, and her curtain was flowing in the breeze, and it was caressing my body, and I could feel it as it just gently. Now, I would never have seen it like that. And she certainly wouldn't see it like that. I actually said to her, "Oh, your curtains are just caressing me." That's what it felt like. Have you ever felt a moth at night and it flutters around your neck and it's like, "Oh, go away, moth." But actually,
Yes.
I've started to perceive, you know what? This energy is very soft and gentle and nurturing. So what if everything you ever thought was a nuisance was actually something that was trying to contribute to you?
Chrissy, I did that with flies recently. So, and I just allowed them to be on my arms. And it was really interesting. When I was in that allowance, then it was like they were activating the skin.
Right. Absolutely.
Wow.
Totally. And what if you could be, thank you, Barbara, for telling that to Robin.
Oh, thank you. I can hear now. Thank
Good.
you.
Well, it's lovely to have you. Very lovely to have you. So, okay, so let's just right now just ask for everything to contribute to us. And for actually, you know what? We don't have to ask it. We need to receive it. So push down your walls and barriers and ask for everything. Ask us ourselves to receive everything. And everything is the good, the bad, and the ugly. And that's what all of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory is. And have no judgment of what anything is, even if it's a puncture. even if it's noisy neighbors. And just ask ourselves, me and my body, what would it take for me to receive all those energies that I don't like and allow them to contribute to our lives, to our bodies? So while we're doing this, can you please keep on expanding? Expand your being. And now, ask to double what your ask was. What if you could double what you were asking for? Actually, what about tripling that? All the things that you've never asked for before. Would you ask for all the people to come and help you in the areas of your life where you would like some help, like help with your house? What if you could upgrade your house? Ask to upgrade your car. Hello, pussycat, mushy, mushy, mushy. And what if you could have more people in your life who have your back? We have, oh, your dad's got the same hat as you, Kim.
Yes, one of his old ones.
Oh, wow. That so suits you. I can't see Norm at the minute. Okay, so has anybody else got anything you want to ask? Is there anything, any clearings we can do to move things forward for you?
Just when you talked about the home and increasing and tripling, they were the things that came to mind. And I was just thinking about a home in Samoa and, you know, just extra stuff. Thank you, Chrissie.
Okay, so you'd like to have more houses.
Yeah, good.
Okay, so just ask the universe, what would it take for me to have a great, what Dane actually said, to ask for a great house that supports you and nurtures you. And if you, like with Paula's already got a house. So Paula, what would work for you? Would you like to have some more, I don't know, what would you like? Not for me to say what you would like. And Barb, what would you like to ask for, darling?
I'd like to ask for a clearing to go forward with dealing with my auntie, who is so wanting me to talk to her, but I know if I talk to her that it's maybe not going to be a good idea because our opinions are so different and she's become toxic in my life.
Yeah. Okay, first of all, okay. So first of all, one of the things that I'm really, really demanding of myself, and I'm going to suggest that you might like to demand of yourselves, is that do not make people greater than you. Now, what does that mean? It means that we're actually making them significant. We're giving them energy by having a resistance and reaction. It's like that thing that's ugly. Do you remember that thing that's ugly? Are you willing to receive the energies of this lady and make them infinite? Make her infinite, darling. Now, you know how you're making yourself infinite? Right now, what you do is you take the energy of infinite and put it all over her, and that will stop her from being greater than you.
Take the energy of what?
Infinite.
Take the energy of infinite.
Yes. So now, do you know how we are making ourselves infinite right now? By expanding our being right out to the universe. That's what we're doing. We are making ourselves infinite. We can be finite or we can be infinite. What would you rather be?
Infinite.
Infinite.
Too right.
Finite is limited. Infinite. And place that energy of infinite all over that auntie, okay? You
So
want
it's
to just,
making her infinite up into the galaxies, kind of into the sky. Is that what you mean?
yeah, pretty much. Because what you're doing is you're putting that energy of infinite over her, somehow seems to take away all the significance that you've made of her. Now, what I'm saying here, can you hear me, is what I'm saying is that we create everything. We are the creators of everything. We are not victims. Who's wanting to give up being a victim?
Yes.
Me.
Yeah, really
Totally.
like that.
So when you acknowledge yourself, you know what, I've created this lady being a nuisance in my life or whatever. When you acknowledge that, then you can also change it. Are you willing to change it, Barb?
Yes, definitely.
Good. All right. So what you do is just take the energy of infinite and place it over her. Every time you think about her, make her infinite.
That's brilliant. Thank you so much for that contribution, because I'm just getting, well, my garden seems a bit overwhelming, and maybe I'm going to make that infinite.
Beautiful.
That's a very good idea. Totally.
Yeah, thank you so
I
much.
did that with a neighbour as well. I just made him infinite. And honestly, the dog came over from next door.
Yeah.
A bit of feedback. And so I said to Hannah, oh, I've lost a dog. Of course, saw her through the window. I had a friend here and it jumped up into her lap and it was lovely. And scuttered around the house and thought, this dog isn't actually allowed inside, you can tell. He was so delighted to be inside. Anyway, Jordan came over and we had a wonderful conversation because I had no points of view about anything. And he said, oh, I'm going to put a new fence up, try and cut down the noise. And, you know, he's actually working on it. And they've had a baby, so the noise has ceased at present. And it's been lovely. He's been away during the week and it's been quiet. And
Yeah.
even when he's there making a noise, I don't actually notice it now.
Yes.
It's so
Yes.
interesting, isn't it? Just by
Wow.
making it infinite.
Yes.
And saying, well, what can this contribute to me?
Yeah.
And how can we be a contribution to each other? Just keep asking those questions.
Please.
And
Please.
the other thing I wanted to share was that for the 30-day challenge,
Yes.
look, it's just transforming my life. I decided on a Friday that I was going to enter this competition, this exhibition competition. That is, you know, the prize is 6,500. You think you can see on there.
Yes. Yep.
So they had more entries than ever. This was the most entries they've ever had for this competition, and you had to be a resident of Wanganui, so it's not outside people coming in. And I got in, and I decided on the Friday, and it had to be there on the Tuesday. I mean, that was amazing. And if I hadn't been doing the 30-day challenge, I probably wouldn't have occurred.
That's
yeah.
That 30-day challenge, like that. What we're talking. What?
And I've added, and I want to have more money than God to it.
Yes.
Well. So
could I have more money than God?
I'm asking more money than God.
And you can do that challenge. Okay, so you can do that process, and I've kept on going with it, Karen. Thank you. Keep putting it in that group because it encourages me as well. So what energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities can I be that would allow me to be out of control, out of definition, out of limitation, out of form, structure, and significance, out of linearities, concentricities.
And more money than God.
With more money than God, with ease, joy, and glory. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, buck, all known, shorts, and beyonds. So it's 30 times. Now, look. Don't worry if you don't do it 30 times. Do it at least 20. And if you can, do the other 10 a bit later on. But it really is about getting out of control. And I was going to say something else about that, but it's gone out of my head. So Karen is probably the only one that came along with me on that 30-day challenge. So I'd like to acknowledge you, Karen. You fucking rock.
You rock.
Yay.
You rock fuckingly.
But if you commit to it, you know, you asked us if we wanted to do it and we said yes. Well, if you don't want to do it, don't say yes.
Yeah, and you know what the thing about it is that it works. And Gary's been saying this for years and years and years and years and years. It's in the money book. It's in the magic. I think it's in the
Oh,
magic book.
yeah. It
Maybe
is.
maybe it's not in the magic book. But anyway,
So
it's
I've also added luck. So I'm, ESPC, MMMP, and luck. Can I be?
right. Oh, I know.
Actually, I've changed it to can me and my body be that would allow us, and that brings in everybody else as well. Like we're all connected, and so
Yeah.
I call it me and my body. And I thought actually that's already two people, so it's not I or me, it's us.
Yes. Exactly. Now, one of the things I wanted to say about this competition you've entered, right now, would you make everything infinite to do with the competition?
Yeah.
What was it you put into it?
It's a wall hanging.
Oh,
She does
It's
fabric.
called, fractionated, and the artist statement was, this rainbow is not exempt from the cosmic shift that we're all experiencing right now, and like us, is feeling fractionated. And it's fabulous. It's really amazing.
Wow.
Right. So right now, make the prize money infinite and make the competition infinite and ask your artwork to be outstanding and ask it, would it like to win this competition?
Right.
And then just pour energy into it and let little trickles and start pulling energy from all the judges into your artwork. And this is just playing with it, right? Because do not have a vested interest, of course,
No.
but have fun.
And the interesting thing, it's in our main gallery in Wanganui, and
Right.
here till May the 16th. So you'll be able to go and see it on Sunday.
I will be able to go and see it on Sunday because I'm going over to Wanganui.
It opens on Saturday.
What's that?
you're looking really funky, Karen.
The exhibition opens on Saturday.
It opens on Saturday. Well, perfect timing. How does it get better than that? So I'm really looking forward to seeing everybody over there in Wanganui. And I'm going to New Plymouth. So if you know of anybody in New Plymouth that would like to learn this body work, which is amazing.
Do they have to have done the barn?
No, they don't. There's no prerequisites. It's for anybody.
Right.
And each process is two, and they can just have one if they want to. It's only $120, and they get me for 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours. And I am amazing.
You certainly are,
okay.
Chrissie. Totally.
Far out. I'm watching myself as I say that. It's so interesting. Do any of you want to say I am amazing? But say it with really owning it. Would you like to say
I
that?
am amazing.
I still say that to people when they ask me how I am. I say, I'm amazing. And they say,
Yes.
look at me and say, yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So let's just ask, what would it take to win that prize? Now, you need to ask for it. Do you remember?
Well, there's other
Or
prizes.
better. Ask. What?
There are other prizes as well.
So what would it take to win that prize or better?
Right. Or better.
Or more?
Well, see, the prize includes
better.
an exhibition next year with their help and consultation.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and or better. So
That's
everywhere you've defined what better is, would you just join and create that, please?
Yeah.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, pop, all nine, shorts, boys, meons. Thank you so much, and we will love to see you having fun with that.
Thank you.
No vested interest,
No.
just have fun. Just have fun. So anybody got anything else you would like to ask for? Because we're just about ready to finish this morning, but that doesn't mean to say that you're going to please keep expanding your being
Yes.
Check in with yourself all day long. Am I expanding? Am I expanded? Am I right out there? Am I pulling energy? Pulling energy from everything and everyone. Anybody got anything you want to ask or share or
Quickie.
Robert? What?
I had really fun yesterday. Our rock shop got vintage month started on Monday, so there's like quite a huge following now in queue up, and I found myself and other people too. I had trepidation as well. Every now and then someone called out if you signed in, because there's a few people coming, like people are coming, and we've got sort of Auckland students here and going into rest homes. Do I kind of do that, or do I speak?
Robin, can you move closer to your microphone?
Oh, can
That's
you
quite
hear?
a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a much better idea. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, anyway, I'm having a bit of trepidation about all of that.
So can you make that infinite?
Yep.
Can you? Yes, so make it all infinite. Just place the energy of infinite over anything that is to do with that.
Mm-hmm.
Because you take the significance off when you do that. So let's just practice this infinite tool. Practice it with money. Whenever you think of your bills, and whenever you think of anything that you're asking for too, like if you're asking for, what if you were asking for a holiday overseas? Well, look at all the points of view you have about that, traveling, staying in flash hotels, and COVID's at the moment, but make it infinite and ask, what if it was far greater than I could ever imagine?
Sure. What if it was far greater than I could ever imagine?
Totally.
I've had a big deal because we had this beautiful, bright little teacher teaching us herbs, and she was an English lady and so interesting and so easy to understand. Anyhow, and the Chinese school have put her off and put us on with another Chinese teacher, which actually broke my heart. When I heard the accent, I just felt, God, they've moved the finish line again. I can't do this. I'm sick of this. It's such hard trying to understand it in their terms. So that's why I've got her on headphones and none of you can hear her. But I was so thankful that your meeting came on, because I just wasn't prepared to do her this morning. And then we talked about making her infinite and all these things. And I've got the lectures on a slide from a tutor, which I can take through at my own pace, rather than have to listen to her and get overwhelmed by it.
Go by and make you go to sleep. Oh, God, how does it get better than that?
It's worse than that.
Infinite. Here's Lily coming on, and just tell her it's really lovely to have you here, Lily, but we're just about finished. So thank you so much for coming, Lily. But I will put the recording in the membership group, and if you want to listen to the recording, because all of this is very valuable information, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, it's
So
amazing.
good. It really works. And I'd love to hear more feedback. So let me know how things go for you. And we'll see you next Wednesday. We'll be back at 7:30 in the morning, unless you hear differently from me. This 10 o'clock seemed to work though, didn't
It's
it?
good. It's nice. 10 o'clock.
Maybe we'll keep 10 o'clock next Wednesday.
Sounds good.
7:30 is way too early for me. I love you. I love your Crocodile Dundee hat, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, Kimmy, you look lovely.
Thanks.
Gorgeous.
We've been in the garden putting out blackberry.
Hey, Paula, is there any mushrooms out there from the rain last night? I'll stop the recording, by the way.
No, I haven't seen any